Hey guys and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about a massive issue in my YouTube channel, which is content. And obviously content is important because it's what I put out. And in a minute I'm just feeling like games kind of suck. So that's what I'm discussing today because, I don't know, games just seem to suck these days. And I don't know, it's making me kind of feel like I can't really play anything and upload it. Like, I can play Fortnite, but like I don't like to play too much Fortnite on my channel, and I don't really play too much Fortnite anyway. And even if I did upload Fortnite, the gameplay would be kind of crap because I don't play often, and like I just don't like uploading Fortnite. Right, I'm just going to go through all my games and explain like what my issues are. So Fortnite, I don't like uploading Fortnite because it's just like everyone's playing it and everyone's uploading it, and I'm just like, oh god, like I go down my YouTube watch list and I'm like Fortnite. I'm like, oh god, like no, I don't want to see Fortnite because everyone's doing it. I just find it so like annoying and frustrating. Like, be creative and be yourself. Don't just jump on the trend and, you know, do what everyone else is doing because it gets views. Do what you want to do. You know, like upload what you actually want to upload. Don't follow everyone else just because you're getting views for doing your Fortnite videos and stuff. Like, and that's me. Like, I don't want to upload Fortnite. Like, I want to upload Fortnite because I'm enjoying the game and playing it at the time. I don't want to upload Fortnite because I'm getting loads of views for it. Because, well, let's be honest, I don't get loads of views for my videos like Fortnite and stuff anyway. Because I'm only a small channel. But for like most channels, like you get like 10% of your subscribers is your view count. So if you have 1 million subscribers, you're gonna get like 100,000 views. Now I have 214 subscribers, and I get like around 20 something views a video, which is my 10%. So that's, you know, everything's good. But I don't like to upload Fortnite just because, I don't know, everyone else is doing it, and it's just, it feels like I'm just, because when I'm playing it, I'm like, oh yeah, this will make a nice video, you know, like, I'm not doing it because everyone else is doing it, I'm doing it because I like to upload it, which is, you know, what I want to do. Like, I don't want to have to jump on trends and stuff, because I just find that stuff crap. But yeah, like, I just don't enjoy uploading Fortnite because everyone else is. And because everyone else is, it puts me off, because it's like, oh, everyone else is doing it for views, so am I doing it for views? And the answer is no. I upload things because I want to upload them. And if I haven't uploaded, which I haven't for like a little while, for like a week, it's because I'm struggling and I don't want to just push content out that I'm not enjoying. And I won't push content out just because it's like, oh, I need to tick a box and say, yeah, I've uploaded today. No, I want to upload if I'm doing a video and enjoying it, you know. Like, YouTube's just a hobby for me, and it's important for me to enjoy what I'm putting out. And if I don't enjoy putting stuff out, then I'm not going to put stuff out. The next thing is, what games do I actually play? I'm going to go into my games and apps on the Xbox, because that's what I normally play on. So like, I've got all these games, and every single one I'm finding problems with recording, because a lot of my games, I'm just turning my music down and listen to some tunes. A lot of my games are kind of just so meh, and games have just gone downhill, you know. And I'm finding it really hard to find games that I am enjoying. So let's just talk about like some of these, like an Ark Survival Evolved World with my friends. I would enjoy doing that, but it's such a long series. Like, each video would probably be either 20 minutes long or like an hour or over an hour of gameplay at a time, because me and my friends would grind it. And if I did 20-minute episodes, like, it'd just be too many videos, and I'd have to upload like 2 videos of that a day, and my channel would just be Ark Survival Evolved, and I don't like doing that. So there'd be like dead long videos if I did do an Ark Survival Evolved series, and it's just, I would have to keep uploading it, you know. Like, it's a long game series, so it'd be something that sticks on my channel for ages, which, you know, you have to like dedicate yourself to doing that. And other game, like, so that's like my problem with doing that, because I've got to dedicate so much into my channel of doing Ark Survival Evolved. Like, if you start, you can't just miss a few hours of recording, because then, you know, in a few hours of playing Ark, you can do a lot within a game. See, I would love to play Battlefield 4 on my channel, but here's the problem. The game is so old now, because it started on last gen, and now it's on next gen, and it's just, well, current gen, and it's just so old that I can't even find servers in Europe. I have to join American servers, which means the internet's awful. And if the internet is awful, because I'm in an American server, because there are no European servers left, because no one plays it, then my internet's crap and I can't play it, you know, so the game's unplayable for me. So yeah, it's just little things like this. Like Borderlands 2, me and Adam are doing a playthrough of that, but we're doing it slowly. Like we've started it, we've got halfway through or whatnot. We've not continued for a while just because, you know, we've both been busy. We've kind of just given stuff a break at the minute. But yeah, Black Ops 3. Now I like Black Ops 3, and I realise that some people do, some people don't. But it's the fact again that because Fortnite has totally ruined the Call of Duty servers. Like everyone from COD has just gone, oh fuck COD, we're going to play Fortnite because, you know, it's better, it's free, and it's new, it's fresh. And Call of Duty feels so stale. I won't get into that right now. I'll get into that later. But yeah, like I would play Black Ops 3 a little bit more on my channel, like not a lot, but just a little bit more because I do enjoy it. But again, the internet, because you can't find many games on Black Ops 3, especially on the Xbox servers. It's awful. So like it's another game that's unplayable. You know, after a year of its lifespan, it's unplayable. No one plays it anymore, and I'm not enjoying any. Like I can't play any of the old CODs. A COD that is like 2 years old, more than 2 years old, I can't play because the internet is just so bad on it. Because I live in the middle of nowhere, so my internet is pretty shabby. So it stops me from playing games that I want to play. Like I would love to go back and play Black Ops multiplayer right now. Because I love Black Ops. The campaign was sick. The zombies were perfect. Like Black Ops zombies were just perfect. The multiplayer was bloody amazing. But the fact is, if I went back and played the multiplayer, like the graphics are dated, and I can deal with that. But it's just the lag because it's such an old game. The servers are old. There's not many people playing. You can't find games. You can't play it. Like it's not actually playable for me, which just sucks because it's now a game that I can't play. And the biggest problem recently is that all the modern games suck assholes. Like they do. They literally suck so hard. Like Modern Warfare Remastered, right? Right, I'll go on to Infinite Warfare just because it's next on my little list. Infinite Warfare, yeah. I've not played the campaign. Everyone's saying it's great. So I will go through that at some point, like on my own. I won't record that. Just because it's old. Everyone's seen the campaign, I'm guessing. But yeah, like the multiplayer just sucks ass, and I'm not interested in it. You know, like it just sucks. Like it's awful. I just want a modern shooter, and so this is where I move on to Modern Warfare Remastered, and I loved it for about a month, and then I was like, God, this feels so old because I've played it for so many years. Because when Modern Warfare came out, I bummed the campaign. I just played the campaign over and over again because I didn't have internet when the game came out. So yeah. Hey, sir, I'm in the middle of recording, dude. Do you want to buy me a sign to put on my door? You're gonna make me a sign to put. Okay, make me a sign to put on my door. Jesus, dads. Right, what was I saying? Modern Warfare Remastered. Yeah, I played it for like a month or so, like maybe a month and a bit, and I was just like, this feels so old because I played so much of it when I was younger, when the game first came out, and I just played so much of it, and I loved it and I enjoyed it, and then it kind of died. It died down because the servers got awful. Modern Warfare 2 launched up. Modern Warfare died. Like, not badly, like it just died down. It didn't die, it never died. It just died down. And I feel like since Modern Warfare Remastered came out, it was fun for a month, but because it is an old game remastered, it's just boring. Because like I've unlocked all the guns up like before, I've played all the maps before, you know, it's just very old and it feels stale to play it now. But it was fun for like a month. I only got it for a tenner, so I'm not too bothered. Funny story, I got Modern Warfare, I was looking to buy Modern Warfare separately for Xbox One because I did not care about Infinite Warfare at all, and I found it for £20 on eBay. I was like, it's not bad, but it's still 20 quid for a remastered game that's quite old, so I was like, And then I was keep looking on eBay, and I wasn't interested in Infinite Warfare, but I looked at a bundle with Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare because I was like, okay, if I do want to play Infinite Warfare in the future, how much is it going to cost me to get both now? Turns out it cost me tenner to get both of them in a bundle, instead of the 20 quid just for Modern Warfare separately. So Infinite Warfare devalued Modern Warfare, which I just found hilarious because, yeah, the game just sucks. Like, oh god, yeah. Like, but yeah, Modern Warfare's very stale now. World at War, World at War 2, I have no care in the world for. Like, Battlefield 1 has done he's done like the back in the war times, like it's done World War One, and World War Two isn't that much different in gameplay wise. Like in time periods, yeah, they are a bit different, you know. But in the actual game wise, in the gameplay, it's all the same. Like, so I've already been playing Battlefield 1 quite a bit, and I enjoyed it, and I thought it's fun for a one-off Battlefield game. And this is another thing. Like, Battlefield, I'll get into this in a minute, but this video might be a bit long, I'm really sorry if it is, but I just have to get this all off my chest, really. World War 2, when I got that, I was just like, oh, this is just a crappy version of Battlefield 1, and like, why would I rather play World War 2 than Battlefield 1 when Battlefield 1's graphics are so much better, the gameplay's bigger, it's more realistic. Call of Duty World War 2 was just a complete fail for me. I was not interested in the campaign. I thought the campaign was awful. Literally, it was the most stereotypical thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and it was so boring. Like, there's nothing. Like, I could have, if I'd written my own campaign of what I thought World War 2 was going to be before I started playing it, I could probably guess like 80% of what was going to happen. But yeah. Not interested in World War 2 at all. Do not like the multiplayer. Do not like the campaign. Like, I will play the multiplayer because I'm so desperate to find a shooter, first-person shooter that I'm enjoying now, because all the modern ones suck ass. And the zombies, oh my god, the zombies is the worst thing I've ever tried them. In fact, this is the second worst zombies of Call of Duty Lifetime. Like, I don't know what happened with Infinite Warfare Zombies in Spaceland, but that was so stupid, and like the Black Ops zombies have been fine. I mean, Black Ops 3 I didn't really like that much because I had like the little bosses and stuff, and I don't like the bosses. I just like to have, you know, I just like to have the fact that you're playing zombies, you're trying to survive rounds and stuff, you're trying to get as high up as you can, saving ammo, you're saving perks and stuff, you're trying to get jug and stuff, you're trying to get sleight hand, you're trying to get your pack-a-punch guns, and I just enjoy that. I don't want some fucking boss to come around the corner and wreck my bumhole every time I'm trying to just enjoy my game. It's like, just go away, you know. Like, I didn't ask for this to be put in the game, and that's why I bought, literally, Black Ops 3 zombies are fine, like, they're good. But when I say that, the base zombies, I don't even know what it's called because it's so crap and I don't play it, the Shadow of something, you know, the first base zombie maps you get, it is awful. Like, I just hate the map. Like, just the setting is like terrible. It doesn't link into Black Ops 3 at all for me as a casual player. Like, I don't look into the lore and stuff. But for me, if I just launched up Black Ops multiplayer in the campaign, I'd be like, oh, these are coherent. But then the zombies are just like some like 1930s, 1920s looking shit, and it just doesn't link into the game at all. And it just feels so weird, and I don't like it. The boss is just awful. Like, I just want to enjoy my game, and the only zombies that I do play on Black Ops 3 is the bloody Chronicles DLC, which is just the Black Ops 1 maps and World at War maps, you know. That's all I play. Right, past World War 2, what other games we got? Destiny sucks ass. Like, it's just such a contentless game. Dying Light, me and my friends do want to do, but we're having connection issues. Like, me, Adam and Craig, my friends that I sometimes record with, we can't connect to each other in a game of Dying Light, and we don't know why, but we do want to do that at some point. So I might have to like move my stuff somewhere and record it, or I could record it. Yeah, we could record it in the same place maybe. But yeah, I'll try and figure a way around that because we do want to play Dying Light. Earthfall is another game that's come out, and it just sucks ass. Like, it is good and it is enjoyable for like the first time you play through it, and it's like, oh, okay, but the characters are not relatable at all. I mean, if you've seen my Earthfall review, then check it out because it is, you know, it is good. Well, obviously I'd say that, but you know, it is truthful and honest. Like, a lot of it was just negative things that I found about the game that sucked ass. But Earthfall, it's just a game, it came out and it was just kind of crappy. Like, the graphics weren't anything amazing. For 2018, I'm expecting the best of the best, you know. Next gen's probably coming out in a few years, you know. We're at the end of this gen's life cycle, nearly. Like, not yet, but in another year or two probably, and we'll be at next gen. But Earthfall just feels like an Xbox 360 game, and it's just on Xbox One. Like, it's not well thought out, it's not well made, it's just a very boring game. Fallout 4 is an amazing game. I'll just go through all my games pretty much. Fallout 4 is an amazing game, but I've already completed it, and like it'd just be a bit boring for me to record. And I feel like Fallout 4 is another game like Ark, where you have to dedicate so much time to recording hour-long episodes, which I'm fine for recording for hours at a time. I'm fine with that, but it's just like you guys watching my videos don't want to be sat there for an hour or 2 hours or 5 hours or whatever recording time I play for, just watching. Oh Jesus, I've never talked so much in my blooming life. I'm just gonna have some water. But yeah, you wouldn't want to sit there watching Fallout 4, which everyone's already done. Like literally every YouTuber has already played a Fallout 4 playthrough, so I'm kind of late to the game. But I like to upload. I like to upload what I would like to upload at the time. Like I don't care if everyone's done Fallout 4. If I want to upload it, I'll upload it. Jesus. Yeah, For Honor's a decent game, but just my friends aren't as aren't as into it as I am. But it is a good game. I do like For Honor. Yeah, I might do a few videos on that. Me and Craig are currently playing through the Gears of War, all the Gears of War campaigns on hardest difficulty, and I am recording them in a minute, and I don't know when I'm going to release them. Kind of like me and Adam with the Borderlands series. We are recording it, but I don't know when I'm going to release them because they are like an hour long videos or an hour and a half long videos, so they are long. Oh, that water's gone straight down. So I will release them at some point soon, you know, because Gears of War is a good game. But I started up Gears of War 4 the other day with my brother Tom, and it was just like the lip sync. Like Gears of War 4 is meant to be this amazing game. It's like the top of the Gears of War franchise. It's meant to be the best of the best. And I played probably about, I'd say me and Tom played about 20 minutes of it. And we played a bit of the campaign just to see what was going on. I have no idea what's going on in the campaign, so I've not spoiled anything for myself. But the game was just so, like, the lip syncing and the voice acting was so disgusting. For something in 2018, a game in 2018 that you'd buy for like 40-50 quid, an expensive game, like 50 quid for a game. Like, I remember when I could get 4 games from Blockbuster for a tenner. Like, where's that gone? Like, I know like times change and stuff, and Blockbuster's gone out of business, but games are just way too expensive. Like World War II, if I bought Call of Duty World War II for, I think it was like 50 quid when it first came out, 55 quid. If I bought that for 50 quid, the campaign's crap. I do not like it at all. Yeah, so that's 33% of the game that I'm not interested in. The zombies is bloody awful. Do not like that. That's another 33% of the game. So that's 66% of the game that I'm not interested in at all. The multiplayer is just mediocre. It's average at best. So there's probably about 80% of the game that I'm not interested in. So practically I'm paying 55 quid for something that I'd probably pay like 15 quid for. Like, because I'm only going to play a little bit of the multiplayer. Like, it's just not worth the money. And that's what I'm finding with most games. They're not worth the money to play. Like, old games, my fucking dogs, they've been barking all morning. I'm sorry, but they've been barking a lot. But my problem, these games just suck ass. Like, Gears of War 4 is meant to be the pinnacle of its generation, of its franchise. It is bloody awful. Like, I've not got that much far into it, so I can't say anything, but the lip syncing and the voice acting are disgusting, and the running animation has always been a problem with Gears of War. Like, I think it's a good animation, but the fact that when you're running, the entire camera's like, and you can't see anything. Like, that's probably gonna look dead weird on camera, but you can't see it where you're running because the camera's so bloody shaky. It's still shaky. And that just does my head in. Like, there's so many issues I'm finding with games recently. GTA is so old, it's like been done to death. Me and my friends have played that so much. And I would play GTA 5, but Rockstar's just completely fucking... I keep swearing, I'm sorry. They've ruined the entire game with all these crap updates with like flying cars and blown up bikes and stuff and little mesh suits with crap in. Like, Halo, I've never been like massive on Halo. Like, that's a lie. I used to be big on Halo, but I don't know. I'm just not massive on Halo. Left 4 Dead 2 I do want to play through at some point. But I've completely like gone off what I was doing this video about. No Man's Sky is a good game, but I've got 40 hours playthrough on it, and I've really tried to like stretch it out for as much as I can. but the game's just so contentless. Like, I'm just following the little main missions or whatever, and I'm just finding them so boring because it's just like, wait for an anomaly. Like, so basically, go do what you want for the next like hour or two until the anomaly just appears or whatnot, or just keep travelling around the galaxy. Like, thanks. Is there any other objectives you want me to do? And I know there's little missions, but they're all the same. Like, I've done all of them. You can finish all the game's little missions in the freighters and that. You can finish all of their missions, complete every single one, like go through the entire list in about an hour or two, and it's just boring. Like, the game's contentless. Like, I've got so many good ways you could improve No Man's Sky, and I'll do a video on that separately, because I feel like game designers, they're just so like senseless. Like, where's the creativity gone? Like, if I was making No Man's Sky, holy cow, like where is the creativity in these games? Like, there's so many limitless possibilities that they could do, and they're not doing it. And it's just like, if I'm playing, Craig bought No Man's Sky, and me and Craig game share, so any game he downloads digitally I get for free, and it works both ways. So Craig bought it, and I think he bought it for 40 quid, and I was like, oh yeah, let's get this game because it looks amazing. And you get the game, and like, you play it for a little while, and you're just like, oh god, like this, like, why are there not so much more that they could have added? And it's so easy to add. Like, these things are so easy to add, and it's just annoying because when something's so easy to add and it can bring so much entertainment and joy into the game from such a small amount of work, that one game designer at No Man's Sky, whoever makes it, they could literally make one of my improvements. Yeah, one of my improvements could be easily done in a few hours of work and make the game so much more enjoyable. And it's just like, these games are missing out on the biggest things that would make, like, if No Man's Sky came out with the next update, if it launched as it is now, that would be acceptable, and that's alright, as long as there was like monthly updates to keep the game fresh and new, because there isn't a lot of content in the sense of you get bored very quickly. Outlast, I'm going to do a playthrough soon, as Overwatch I've done to death, like, and I don't like the new character, the rat in the ball, the hamster, Hammond, like the little rat mother. He's just a bumhole. I don't like him. Like, why? Like, yeah, I think Overwatch needed a few more tanks that were better, because the tanks are good, but no one wants to play a tank because tanks are there to absorb damage, not get kills. They're not there to deal damage. Like, yeah, they can deal damage too, but their main point is to absorb damage. So yeah, no one wants to play tanks because everyone just wants to get kills, and that's what competitive games like Overwatch don't understand. People just want to get kills and have fun, and if you're having to play a tank where you don't get any kills, well, don't get many kills, like I can play D.Va some days and get loads of kills and play the game and everything, but you're just there to absorb damage. So no one wants to play tanks, and no one wants to play healers, because everyone just wants to get kills, you know. And it's just kind of like, the game wants to be this tactical game, and it is a tactical game, and you do have to work with your team, and I think that's really good. But like, tanks and healers just yeah. Sorry, I'm going on about the most randomest crap now. Like, I've properly gone off track. But yeah, I think that Overwatch is a good game, and I will play it, but I don't know, I just don't like the new rat character. I call him a rat, he's a hamster, I just don't like him. Sea of Thieves not played yet, but it looks awful from everything I've heard. The Hunter got boring quick. Splinter Cell Conviction is Splinter Cell Blacklist over here is one of the best solo and co-op games I've played in ages. And guess what? It was made ages ago. Splinter Cell Conviction was 2010 and Blacklist was 2013. And both of these games have such a good campaign, and the gameplay is amazing, and it's fun, and it's co-op, and it's just easy and enjoyable. And it's just like, these games, modern games, are just so bothered about the money that, like, they're ruining their own gameplay. They're sucking the life out of their games. Like, The Division is a really good game. I don't have any problems with The Division, but it's one of them games like No Man's Sky where there could be a lot more content that's very easy for the game designers and the producers to make. And I don't know why they're not doing it, because they might be saving for the Division 2. But if you want your game to be a massive success, then you have to launch with all these things, but not, you have to have some things in reserve, like you do, because if you just push all your content out at once in a game, and you have nothing else after to upload, like the game will just quickly die because everyone's already done everything. You need to, the way to keep a game interesting and successful is, from my point of view, because I'm a gamer, I've got thousands and probably hundreds of thousands of hours into multiple games and franchises, is to have like not a weekly update, because that's just a pain for people with bad internet like myself, but a monthly update to bring fresh content while keeping the old content as well, but just updating to bring new content and more things out to the game to make it fresh, and so you're not just doing the same things over and over again. But yeah, so I am having like this thing where I'm feeling kind of bored of all the games. Like, let's talk about Black Ops 3.5 and Battlefield 1.5. Now, you're probably like, what are you on about, Battlefield 1.5 and Black Ops 3.5? But that's what Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 5 are. They're just a recycled version of the previous games. So I'll talk about Black Ops first, because Call of Duty's like just what I normally play. Because Battlefield 1, okay, and I've not even got it installed because my stupid Xbox has uninstalled my games. But Battlefield 1, like, right, give me a second. Right, I've lost my train of thought. But what I was saying is Battlefield 3 and 4 were an amazing game, and Battlefield 3 and 4 were on last gen, while we had Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, we had Black Ops 1 and 2, and those games were all kind of modern set, like they're in this time period where we, like, us gamers are present, you know. We don't want to be playing futuristic games, like too many. Like, a futuristic game is good, you know, because it gives you a bit of change. So like Titanfall 2 I've been playing a lot recently. The campaign on that is amazing. If you haven't played it, go check that out, because you can get it for cheap and it's amazing. I found it for £6 the other day on disc for Xbox One. I was like, oh damn, that's pretty good. But the campaign's amazing. The multiplayer's pretty decent. Like, I think it could be a lot better, but it is pretty decent. But it's good to have them futuristic games, because then when you are getting a bit stale of the modern games, I've got hiccups because I drank my water too quick. I never get hiccups. But yeah, once you play like a modern game, you enjoy it and you feel like you can resemble to the characters, the time period, everything fits well because it's my time period. Like Modern Warfare, like I like that. It's realistic. It's now. It is like the future is now. And then you got Infinite Warfare, where it's just a futuristic crap, which is just it's someone's idea of the future, and it's not relatable to me as the gamer at all. And that's why I like Modern Warfare and all the Modern Warfare series and all the Black Ops series. Black Ops 3 was a bit meh. Like, I did enjoy it, but it was a bit meh because it was just too like Advanced Warfare. I loved Advanced Warfare because I know a lot of people didn't, but it changed. It did a big change in Call of Duty, and it said, yeah, we're doing this, yeah. And it did the thrust packs and the advanced movement systems, the technology, all the gadgets and stuff. It was all good because I felt like it was fresh. It was a new idea. And then Black Ops 3 came out, and I was just like, okay, well, they've just copied Infinite Warfare, and we've got thrust packs again. And, you know, it's like, you could have just been original and done what you always do and everyone loves. And instead you've done thrusters again, which people were about, but I enjoyed them. But as someone who enjoys Advanced Warfare, and it was one of my favourite Call of Duties as well as all... I won't talk about my favourite CODs, but it was one of my favourites, Advanced Warfare, because it knew it had fresh ideas and it was just a great game. Like, the campaign I loved, the multiplayer was fun and easy. Like, oh, I melted so many scrubs on that. Like, I don't know how people were so awful at the game, but I think the movement system made me better as a player because I knew how to use the movement system, because I have a very, like, spatial awareness kind of mind, especially when I'm playing games. Like, I know very well in Advanced Warfare how to move and dodge the bullets, like, so easy, and people find it so like struggling to hit you, and I think that's why people didn't like the movement systems, because they found it so much harder. When myself, I found it so easy to play Advanced Warfare. I'd be getting like 30-40 kills every single game on a multiplayer team deathmatch, and I'd be getting like, just amazing KDs. I loved it. And when Black Ops 3 came out, I was like, okay, they've done the same thing again. And I was like, it's not bad, but it's gonna get old quick because it is the same stuff. Yeah, so it is gonna get stale quick because it is the same thing. Because the gameplay in all of Call of Duty, whatever you say, from the thruster pack Call of Duties and the boots on the ground Call of Duties, the gameplay is all the same. It's always 6 versus 6, well, with Black Ops 4 as the exception now, but it's a 6 versus 6, you know, it's a small combat zone kind of game. It's a, you know what I mean, the gameplay is, the base game, the core mechanics of the game is the same, which makes it kind of boring after a while, so you have to make it new and interesting. Jesus, this video is a bloody ramble. So Black Ops 3 was like, okay, this is kind of getting stale now, but it's still alright for this year. Next year better be boots on the ground. Then Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare. No one wanted boots on the ground. Literally no one. And to take, because you've already got boots on the ground, because you've already got thruster packs kind of built into the game, all you have to do is press delete and then thruster packs are gone. Keep the maps the same, because yeah, you can see where the wall runs used to be, but people didn't want it. And because it felt so stale after Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare that everyone just wanted boots on the ground, and it just, we didn't get that, and the game just felt so stale that no one wanted to play it because it felt so boring, and it just felt like a copy of the last two games, which is just annoying. And then Black Ops 3.5, Black Ops 4 is like coming out now. It's on PlayStation, the beta is, and I think it's coming to Xbox very soon, next weekend or whatever. I don't know what the date is while I'm filming, so I never know the date, I don't know why. But Black Ops 4 is one of the worst games I've ever seen Call of Duty chuck out. Because I prefer Infinite Warfare to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 now, and I've not played Black Ops 4, so I can't say anything until I've generally played the game, which I'll accept. Like, don't go hating on my video because I've not played it. Like, you know, watch my future video when I actually do play it and see, because I could turn around in a few months' time when Black Ops 4 comes out and be like, you know what, I was wrong, and the game is good, and I do enjoy it, and it is like everything that everyone said it wasn't, you know, and I could enjoy the game, and it could be amazing, but from what everyone else is saying, and I'm not just following the crowd because everyone dislikes it, I'm saying that these are my opinions, and this is what I think from what I've seen. Not from what I've played because I haven't played it, but from what I've seen other YouTubers, not what they're saying, but from the gameplay they've recorded, the time to kill, it looks like recycled Black Ops 3, like the entire game just looks exactly like Black Ops 3, it just looks like a DLC to Black Ops 3. If you took the hood off, the UI, if you were playing on hardcore, you wouldn't have a clue if you're playing on Black Ops 3 or 4, and that's why I'm calling it Black Ops 3.5, because it is just exactly the same. The only big change is boots on the ground, and that's not like a new inventive creative thing. And the fact is, because this game is so expensive, because you've got like the season pass, digital deluxe bullshit edition, it's crazy, because they want you to pay 50-60 quid for a game that doesn't even have a campaign. So this Call of Duty is known for their campaigns, because their campaigns used to be amazing. They used to be sick, and I always used to have this rule where I'd play through the campaign once, only once, before I could go onto the multiplayer. And I've always had that rule. And when Black Ops 3 came out, the campaign was just so awful and overcomplicated for no reason that I was like, no, I'm not playing this. So the multiplayer for Call of Duty for me is revolved around what's going on in the campaign. The maps are always to do with what's going on in the campaign. You know how like you have Modern Warfare 2, you had the missions in Favela, and then you had the map on multiplayer in Favela, because you were in that situation in the campaign, and that's why it links in. Black Ops 4, because it doesn't have a campaign, the maps are just random. Like, yes, there is a small story behind them, but there is no campaign to like be, this is why we have this, and this is why it is this. You know, it's just very random, like, oh yeah, we're just doing this a few maps in Spain, a map in a Japanese shopping mall closed down, or whatever it was, I can't remember. But it's just so random, like, because there's no campaign, you can't relate the multiplayer to anything except from Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3's campaign was a total mess. So the multiplayer just feels like it could have been a separate game. Like, it could have been DLC for Black Ops 3, and it just feels like it's not a standalone game. It's not a game, it's just a DLC, and we're being like forced to pay this price. Well, we're not being forced. but I'll get onto that in a minute. We're being asked to pay this price, this extremely high price for gamers to have to pay after we've been forced all these loot box transaction crap down our throats, and it's just like, no, it's not worth it. And the game is just awful. Like, they've even used the same graphics, the same like specialists. Like, most of the specialists are the same. There are new ones, which is fair enough. But the guns they look awful and they sound awful. Like, I hate the look and the sound of the guns on Black Ops 3.5, Black Ops 4. So it doesn't bring anything new to me as a gamer. The only thing that is interesting is the what's it called? PUBG, Fortnite. What's it called? The Battle Royale mode. That's the only thing that offers any interest, because I know that the zombies. Well, I don't know, but I'm expecting the zombies to be like Black Ops 3, where it has this bullshit boss, and I'm not interested in the zombie games where it's bosses. I just want to like survive against horde of zombies. Like, if there's you never see in 28 Days Later just some giant alien motherfucking zombie come out of nowhere who's extremely hard to kill. Like, no, it's not realistic. Like, we just want normal zombies. Well, I just want normal zombies. Because I know that some people don't mind the bosses, but they're just inconvenient for like a casual gamer who just wants to enjoy the game. I don't want to have to be worrying about this boss, and it just takes all the fun out of it. It makes the game, the zombies, non-enjoyable. And if they do what they did with the Black Ops 3 Shadow of bullshit with Black Ops 4 zombies, and they add a boss, then I'm not going to play the zombies either, because I'm not interested in playing the zombies where you have these bosses and stuff. Like, I'm not interested in bosses. Like, I don't give a crap. Like, I just want to have my Black Ops 1 and my Black Ops 3, because I didn't play much of Black Ops 2. My Black Ops 1, my Black Ops 3 zombies, and my World at War zombies with my perks, my guns, my pack-a-punch, and my dogs. Monkeys were just a pain in the ass. I don't know why they added them. They're just annoying. I love Ascension. The map is great, but I don't like the monkeys. Like, because they're just a pain. Like, I just liked more maps. Like, I think Black Ops 1 had a good selection of maps. World at War had a good selection of maps with the DLCs that you could buy at the time. Like, all the maps were good. They didn't have any annoying bosses. Ascension is such a good map, but the monkeys just suck the life out of it, and I don't like that. I don't want to have to feel pressured. Like, the game forces you to defend the game forces you to defend the perks, and I don't like, so it doesn't give you any options or any creativity in the game. It's like, you have to go here and defend the perks, otherwise you're pretty much effed in the bum. And it's just the same with the Black Ops 3.5, the Black Ops 4 multiplayer. It's trying to be this tactical game and forcing the gamers to play how they want you to play, and gamers don't want that. They just want a relaxed, chilled game of solo playing. Like, if you want to play in your own Black Ops 4, you can't do it, so you have to play with friends, and it just makes the game overall unplayable. And it's just, I've not moved my controller on that long. This video is going to be so long. I've been talking for 40 minutes. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be a long video. Jesus Christ, man. But literally, and it's the same with, I'll get onto Battlefield 1.5 now, because otherwise I'm going to be here for another hour and a half. Like, Battlefield, the next Battlefield 5, is just, it's just the same as Battlefield 1. Like, I prefer modern games set in this time frame, you know, 2020, 2018 is where I want my game set, because it relates to me. Like, historic games, I don't mind them. Like, World at War was an amazing game, and I loved it. And then you had, and it's like, that was great. And then you had Battlefield Bad Company and Bad Company 2, and they were great. And it's like, okay, right, we've done the historic stuff now. Let's keep on top of the modern stuff, so it's more interesting and relevant to me as the gamer. And I don't mind the historic stuff. Like, I like it, and it's fun, and it's good. But it's nice to have an option to also play a modern shooter as well. And I like that. So we had lots of options to play. But now it's just futuristic stuff or historic stuff. And where's the modern? Where's this? Where's this? The third one? Where's the modern games? Because there's no modern shooters that are good enough to play. Because Call of Duty are doing this futuristic crap, or World War II, and I'm not interested in either. Battlefield have done Battlefield 1, which was alright, but for a one-off game. It was good for a one-off game, and I liked it. But now I want Battlefield 5 modern, like Battlefield 4.5, like, you know what I mean. I would like a modern shooter. So, well, I've said why I want a modern shooter, but we don't have one. We've got more World War II shit, and I don't want that. Like, so I'm not interested. I'm not going to be buying Black Ops 4 or Battlefield 1.5. What am I calling it? Battlefield 5. I'm not going to be buying either of them because the time frames, I'm just not interested. As soon as I heard that Battlefield 5 was World War II, my opinion of Battlefield just kind of went straight down. Like, the game, I'm not interested in it at all. And the same with the next Call of Duty, Black Ops 4. I looked at the gameplay and I thought it's just Black Ops 3 but with no thrusters. So I'm not interested in that game anymore. And this is the problem that I'm finding with my channel, which is why I started this video. Sorry I've been talking for so long. But I'm finding that there's no games that I can play because I can't play the old games like Black Ops 1. And I can't play the old games because Modern Warfare I found boring. Black Ops I can't play because of the connection issues, and Advanced Warfare there's connection issues because there isn't a lot of players and the servers are bad, so I can't play the old games like Battlefield 4. I would be so happy to play Advanced Warfare, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 4, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2. I'd be happy to play them for another year or two if the servers were good, but they're not. They're awful and I can't play them. Like, for example, Battlefield 4, I can't get into a game in a European server. I have to join an American server, so I can't. So my latency is so high that when I shoot people, I'm dead before I've basically shot my first bullet and I'm already dead. And it's just bullshit. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, it's like this issue where I can't play old games and the modern games coming out are crap. So the content on my channel is just the same stuff. Overwatch, a bit of Rocket League every so often, and just sometimes a crappy Call of Duty that I'm enjoying at the time. And I've come into this space where, like, Modern Warfare 3, I've not even got on about that. Modern Warfare 3, I enjoyed it. Modern Warfare 1 and 2 were great. Modern Warfare 3 was good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as the other two. It's still a great game. And I would love to play it now, but the connection is so bad on it that I can't play it. So I have no shooter to play, and shooters are my main interest. I enjoy the fast pace, the rush, the you know, you've got to fight against these other people. It's competition, you know, you've got to win the game, and you get rewards for that. You get your little like on Black Ops 3, you get your little you get 3 or 4 of them cryptocurrency things where you can get a free loot box after like a few games, which is good because it forces you to play more games and you don't have to pay with real money for this bullshit that you shouldn't have to pay for, because normally you get nothing in the loot boxes. But it's a good way of keeping me interested if I can play. Like, I want to play a game that I want to like, and I don't like any of the modern games. Like, I'm sorry, but they just all suck. And it's coming to this thing where I'm not even playing Xbox with like Adam anymore because he's spending time with his girlfriend, and I know that if he's home and if I'm home, like, there's just no way that we're going to be like, oh, let's play some World War II. Like, no, we're not interested. Like, we don't care. We want a modern shooter that fits us. And we can't play the old ones because the connection's so bad. So we're not even playing games together anymore because of this situation, this thing where we can't. There's no games that we can play. I mean, everyone says, "Oh, there's loads of games everywhere," and me and Adam own PC, so that gives us loads more games to play because we have this problem. So we can play games like The Forest, which we will do soon. That we keep saying we're going to do, but we keep putting it off. But it's just got to this stage where there are no games for me to play, like, that I enjoy anymore. Like, a gamer has to enjoy his games, otherwise he won't want a game, you know. And there's just no games for me to play anymore. But I'm going to wrap this video up because I've been talking for about 46 minutes. Okay, great. Oh, Jesus. I've been talking for so long. I'm sorry that this video is so long. But this is just my thoughts, and the entire gaming scene is going downhill. Like, I don't understand why these game designers and game producers are so, like, cash grabbing. Like, yeah, you've got to make this is the thing, you've got to make as most money as you can on a game, and what they're doing is they're like taking the fun out of the games to do this instead of making the games funner to do this. Because if you take all the fun out of the games, then, and just like by forcing people to pay extraordinary amounts, people aren't going to like your game. Yeah, you'll make loads of money up front straight away. Like Black Ops 4 releases, makes loads of money, and then it will die out straight away. After a month, no one will be playing Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3.5 because it is just the same and there's no creativity and it's just so expensive and no one cares. Like you can play so many other games for better value, and like Fortnite is free, and that's the biggest reason it's done so well, is because it's free, it's competitive, and there's no game-changing bullshit. Like you can't buy a supply drop on Fortnite that will automatically spawn you with a golden tack. Like that would be bullshit. It's not fair. The player base is fair. Everyone spawns in. You pick up loot. There's no like special player paid purchases that makes a player better. It's just skins and customization, which is still bad, but it's more acceptable than unfair players, you know. So that's why Fortnite does so well, and why has Black Ops not realised that if they make their battle royale mode free, if they did that, they would gain so much more player activity that they wouldn't have to worry about the money they're making, because they'd make so much more money from the players playing free than they would forcing us to pay extraordinary amounts for games that we're not interested in. You know, for me, Black Ops 4, I'm not interested in Battle Royale, because if I want to play Battle Royale, I've got PUBG and Fortnite. So why would I be bothered about, oh, this new Battle Royale on Call of Duty, when I know that it's just going to be a recycled version of Fortnite, and you know what I mean. I'm back, and I can't remember what I was talking about, so yeah, I'll wrap this up. If you have liked this video, I know it's a talking video about games, which is extremely long, and I'm sorry that this has been so long, but I have so many, because I'm a gamer at heart, and gaming's my biggest hobby. I've done it all throughout my childhood, all with my friends. My best memories playing games with my friends, like playing just GTA 5 on Xbox 360 with like my best mate Charles and Adam and Craig and Toby and Morgan. Like we had the best time, and games have sucked the fun out of this. So like I'm so passionate, like no one will understand how passionate I am towards games and gaming, and it's so sad to see the whole community, the whole gaming franchise just fold. So this is why this video has been so long, and I'm sorry. But do like, comment and subscribe, because I probably will do like another few videos like this, but a bit more focused, because this has been the most randomest shit. But I didn't set out to record this video like this. Like this was meant to be a 10-15 minute video of just what I'm thinking of modern games, and like my thoughts on Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, and why I think gaming sucks. That was meant to be this video. So 5 minutes for each topic, and I've gone clearly into like 50 minutes of talking. So I'm sorry. But yeah, to be honest, this is just going to be a pain for me to upload because I have bad internet. So it's going to probably take me ages to upload, and this is going up the same day, today at 5. So if you're watching this today, the day that it's uploaded, I was filming this morning. Like for me, it's what time is it? For me, it's 11:34. I'm going to get lunch after this. But yeah, got a few messages I need to reply to as well. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, because I will be doing more videos like this soon. Not too often though, because it will get boring. But yeah, see you in the next video.